Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we are getting into undertones. What is my undertone? So if you're ever like, I can never find the right shade of makeup, whether it's concealer or foundation or whatever, like I just don't know how to find the right shade, I need you to watch this video because you may be picking the wrong undertones within the makeup. So stay tuned. Good. All right, so we're going to get into undertones today. What an undertone is basically what is your skin tone, like, what does it say? What is your skin tone say? I know you may be like, oh, well, I'm brown, but up under the brown, what is the makeup of your skin tone? What things go together to kind of make it up, to get the color that you're portraying out. Now, you can have several different undertones within your body because different parts of your body get different shades. But what you want to focus on mostly is from your chest up to your face, because that is the area that needs to match the most. Now, whether you want to match your chest to your face or your face to your chest, that's all up to you. That's your business. Like Auntie Tab say, you figure it out. But what we're going to discuss is how to find your undertone. I got notes right here, so if y'all see me looking down or squinting, y'all know I usually have my glasses. I don't have those nor contacts on, so bear with me. So before you pick any makeup, you must know your undertone. And there are 3 classifications of undertones. One is cool, one is warm, and one is neutral. Those are the 3 biggest ones, and different things fall up under those. So with your cool, you have your blue tones, or kind of like earthy tones. You have your blues, your taupes, your things like that are cooler in nature. They don't look very vibrant. They look kind of dull. With your warm tones, sometimes people say like yellow undertone or golden undertone. Those are your warm. They make you think of sunshine. They make you think of bright. And then you have your neutral, which is kind of a mixture of both. Like, this is a person who could wear either or, depending on the makeup brand, how it comes across. But this is a person who can do either. A rule of thumb that you might want to think of, and try not to be very biased because I like this or I like that. But if you are a cool tone person, rule of thumb is that if you look good in silver accessories, silver jewelry, silver accessories, that is more so a cool tone person. If you look good in gold accessories, you are more than likely a warm tone person. If you look good in both, if you can flaunt both, you are a neutral. Now, then you can kind of select which one according to your outfit, but don't let that stop you from wearing either or. Those are just things that are flattering to you. Just like your wardrobe, you may wear something that is flattering to you one day, something that is not flattering to you. It's all up into what you decide and what you want to do. So along with that, another trick is to flip out your wrist or what area that you're going to look at, and kind of, oh, what are my veins looking like? Are my veins blue? That means I'm cool. Are my veins green? That means I'm warm. Or is it a combination of both? That means I'm neutral. Now, again, different parts of your body will show different things. So make sure that if you use that on here, make sure that it matches up here, because different things happen on the face. Rosacea, excuse me. Discoloration, hyperpigmentation, and all that can happen on your face, on your chest, and it may make you go more this way than that way. So we'll get into the different undertones and kind of what's up under them and what you should look for when you go into the store. So every brand should have a description of whatever product it is. Let's say if we're looking for MAC. Okay, big one is MAC. People wear MAC. If you're looking at MAC, you're going to either see NC such and such such, NW such and such such. That NC, that C stands for cool. NW, that W stands for warm. and I can't remember the other one. But so when you go in, look for those things, whatever the brand identifies as that. I'm trying to think of another brand that has the labels on them. I want to say Urban Decay, but they'll say W for warm or C for cool, N for neutral. If they don't say that, try to look for hints within their product. So if it says like cool beige, okay, that's a cool. If it says golden, that's a warm tone. So kind of read in between the lines. Kind of take your own leisure of that, but they usually show you once you put it on your face, you can tell. When we get into the warm tones, we have, again, you have yellow, you have golden, your olive sometimes can be, that can kind of be neutral, or it can go either way depending on formulation of the brand. So don't think that, oh, I go over here to this one brand, then it's going to be the same thing. I can pick the same color over there or the same description. It may not be it. Everybody formulates different. Everybody has their different ranges and what they add in and don't add in. So each brand, treat it like a brand of its own. You're going to have to test out this brand. Okay, let me go test out this brand. Okay, let me test out this brand. But I just want to give you like hints of what you may be looking for. So that was warm. When you think of cool, you think of more pink, peachy. Well, not peachy, not peachy. Peachy can go more towards neutral or warm. I don't want to get into too much specifics, but I'm just trying to give you keywords, some keywords that you may see. You have taupe, you have those type of words. So those are more cooler, like cool, like I said, cool beige. Beige is a good one that a lot of people will take the beige and either break it off into warm beige, cool beige, neutral beige, or something like that. When you get into neutral, you still have to test those out. Even though I'm a neutral undertone, I have to still test out those other, even if it says neutral, I test it out. Because sometimes within a brand, I could be neutral, but I have to go to more of the warmer. I never go to the cool because it's going to look extra on me. So I have to go to the warm shade versus the neutral shade because it just does not, it don't be given. Okay. But, yeah, so I kind of match mine up here, between here and here. It gives me a good reference of, oh, I got a little darkness here, but my neck is always a little bit lighter. So I go, and every time I swatch from here to here, okay? And that's how you figure out if you are indeed that cool undertone that it said within that brand. So I'll swatch 3 colors that I think match, and it'll show off. So if you swatch and you're like, that looks a little pink on my skin, you want to go to either the neutral or the warm and see what's what. If you swatch the warm and it's a little bit too red, you may need to stick with the neutral, which it should blend it the way that you know it should blend it. But I'm not going to get into those logistics because I'm going to have a video about how to find my concealer and foundation shade that'll be coming up next. But those are just tips to figure out, am I in the right undertone? Going back to my notes. Yeah, and don't look at the bottle. Even though the bottle may look a different way, it looks different when you pump it out. So shake it up, give it a good shake, pump it out, and then you'll see like, oh, this is what, and don't test it here, okay? When you're like, I don't know if this matches me, you test it here. But again, I'll get into those logistics in the next video that should be coming out. But yeah, that's basically how you figure out your undertone. I'm going to insert video of me outside. If you can see now, I am definitely not a cool tone because you see more so redness. Redness can go either way. You can have like a dull red, which is like a pink, that's your cool. Or you can have a vibrant red, which will go more towards your warm. but just be careful which one is coming across. But if you see, I am like, I'm light here, I have different color here, I'm light here, but all in all, I have more of a golden-ish warm tone. I'm not cool. Like if I put, let's see, this has gold on it. If I put this up towards me, this is very, very flattering to my skin. If I put the, I can't, I'm really cheating because I'm a neutral. I'm neutral, but if I put this up here, it's flattering as well, but I'll mostly stick to more of the warm things because I don't know, I just like that sun-kissed look. And that's why I try not to put anything on my face to show y'all. This is lighting. These are 2 panels, so it's going to look different with lighting versus outside. Your outside is going to be your best bet. So anytime you're like, go outside and figure out. But again, that is a more in-depth tutorial, or excuse me, video on the way. Okay, so look out for that next. If you're like, okay, undertone, but I still don't get it. This is how you find your right shade within those things. But you have to find you have to know your undertone first, so you can kind of go straight to, okay, let me try out these 3. I know these, because the darn store is so overwhelming. I know it's overwhelming. I work there and it can be a lot sometimes because different brands and they switch stuff all the time. So even if you're like, this used to work, try it again, because it's just different. It really is just different. But yeah, I'm going to quit rambling, but if you have more questions, drop them below. Remember to find your undertone. There are 3 major undertones: cool, warm, neutral. Your cool is your blues. You can look good in silver. Your warm is your golden. You look good in gold accessories. Your neutral, you look good in both of them. But with neutral, make sure that you try each one's out. Okay. That's it. Again, if y'all have questions, drop them below. I'm more than happy to answer them. And I'll answer that clip. The sun is kind of going down, but you can see the difference in between the lights and the outside light. The outside lighting is like, if you can catch sunlight, that's the best thing. But this is the next best thing to it. It's just the sun is going down. But you see how it looks different. Yeah, you still can see that golden hidden out of my skin.